Hello everyone, this is Alex from MySejahtera.com and this is the COVID-19 Vaccine Malaysia update. This is a weekly show where we recap the latest developments of the COVID-19 vaccine as well as Malaysia's immunisation program.
Oh, hi, didn't see you there. Was just listening to the new Jabra Elite 85T and they've got an impressive feature list. They've got ANC with a dedicated chip to more efficiently drown out surrounding noise so you can enjoy your music better. They also feature a semi-open design with natural hear-through when you need it. And they'll last up to 25 hours with ANC turned on. But the best part, if you want one of these, you won't even need to buy them because we will be giving one pair away. So just leave a comment on this video to be in the running. More details in the description box below. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna get back to this.
Europe has resumed its AstraZeneca vaccine, but now there's a new concern in Indonesia. Is AstraZeneca Halal? Does it use pork-derived trypsin? This and more in today's update. Before we start, we would like to highlight a couple of comments that's made in our previous video. Erika Shantini said, "Thank you very much for making this video. It's very informational and very nice to listen to. It's very important to spread awareness to the community and I appreciate very much of you doing so. Please keep up the good work and thank you." Oh, thank you so much Erika for this comment, and we'll continue to produce informative videos on MySejahtera.com. And of course, please share it so that more people will be informed. Parrot Brand, UK can vaccinate over 600,000 doses in one day. Malaysia almost 1 month haven't even vaccinated 600,000 doses. Malaysia need to vaccinate 100,000 doses a day to get herd immunity in 1 year. At the current rate, 3 years or even more. Well, yes, you're right, we are far from hitting our peak vaccination rate. As mentioned by Kari Jamaluddin, the minister who's in charge of the vaccination effort, Malaysia will administer over 100,000 doses in Phase 3, which is set to begin in May. During the earlier Clubhouse talks which he had, he said that Malaysia could complete the vaccination program by end of this year if we hit a peak vaccination rate of 150 to 160,000 doses in a day. And of course, that's provided that we get our vaccine supplies according to schedule. The vaccination program is a huge effort and it will be done at more than 600 vaccination centers throughout the country. The health authorities are actually looking for volunteers to help out in the effort. So this can include medical volunteers and journal volunteers. So if you want to help out, you can register as a volunteer at myvac.com.my. Next, Travel Jazzy. I'm a foreigner but my mother is 62 years of age with diabetes. When can she get vaccine? Till now, no appointment received. Will she be considered as senior citizen and can she get it in Phase 2 or Phase 3 along with non-citizens? Well, that's a very good question. According to the National Immunisation Program document, Phase 2 covers senior citizens, people with serious diseases and also people with disabilities, while Phase 3 covers all remaining adults including citizens and non-citizens. To answer this question, we actually reached out to the COVID-19 Immunisation Task Force and here's the reply. All recipients will be contacted by the Secretariat for Vaccination based on the information given during registration for both Phase 2 and Phase 3. Well, it doesn't really answer the question in terms of the timeline, but looking at the phases, Phase 2 will start in April, which is next month, and Phase 3 will begin in May. According to the committee, you will receive a notification at least 2 weeks before the vaccination. We start the update with the AstraZeneca vaccine status in Indonesia. Last week, the Majlis Ulama Indonesia, or known as the MUI, has said that AstraZeneca vaccine is haram because it uses pork-derived trypsin, which is required to break down protein. However, due to the emergency situation, AstraZeneca is considered as permissible or harus under the Islamic law. This is because there's an urgent need to vaccinate as many people as possible. A few days later, AstraZeneca has issued a statement to refute claims that it uses pork-derived trypsin. According to AstraZeneca Indonesia Director Rizman Abuderi, he said that at all stages of the production process, this virus vector vaccine does not use nor come in contact with pork-derived products or other animal products. On Tuesday, the Majlis Ulama Indonesia in Jawa Timur has declared that AstraZeneca vaccine is halal, and this is also mentioned by President Jokowi during his visit at the vaccination center at Jombang district. There's a new update on the MySejahtera app. If you have family members who have not registered for the COVID-19 vaccination program, the latest MySejahtera version now lets you register your dependencies. This can include your parents, your grandparents, your parents-in-law, your siblings or even your children that's aged above 18 years old. To register your dependents, just go to the MySejahtera app, open the home screen, click on the COVID-19 vaccination and then fill up the details for your dependencies. You can register as many dependencies under the MySejahtera app, but take note that each dependencies can only be linked to one MySejahtera account. So if you have a brother or sister who have registered your parents, that means you can register them again in your MySejahtera app. Or, before I forget, please make sure you've obtained permission before you register your dependent. So what happens if you completed your vaccination program? Well, here's a glimpse of the MySejahtera app after receiving 2 doses. Recently, frontliner Brian Lim from the Sarawak General Hospital has shared a screenshot of his MySejahtera app after he received 2 doses of the COVID-19 vaccine. As shown here, the certificate provides important details such as the time and date of when he received the dose, as well as the type of vaccine he received. According to his screenshot, he has received Comirnaty, which is the brand of the vaccine that's produced by Pfizer and BioNTech. Also included is a batch number for reference. Malaysia's Ministry of Health has announced a COVID-19 injury scheme to provide compensation in the event of an adverse effect or deaths that's linked to the COVID-19 vaccine. A compensation of 50,000 ringgit will be given if there's a side effect due to the vaccine which requires prolonged hospitalization. If there are permanent disability or death that's caused by the vaccine, they'll be giving a compensation of 500,000 ringgit. An initial fund of 10 million ringgit has been allocated to the National Disaster Relief Trust Fund, or known as the KWA-BBN, and this will be managed by the National Disaster Management Agency, or known as NADMA. The Ministry of Health is setting up 3 committees under the ministry to monitor and evaluate the adverse effects and safety of the vaccination, and these include the Pharmacovigilance Committee, who is in charge of monitoring and evaluating the adverse events following immunization. There's also the Medical Technical Committee to determine a causal relationship between the COVID-19 vaccine and the adverse reaction. And lastly, there's also the Special Assistance Steering Committee on Vaccine Harmful Effects, which will give the approval to provide financial aid based on the findings of the earlier 2 committees. After the case is evaluated by these 3 committees, NADMA will issue the compensation. Ramadan is coming soon, and the Muslim community will be observing a month of fasting before Hari Raya. The Minister in charge of Religious Affairs in the Prime Minister Department, Dr. Zulkifli Mohamad, has said that COVID-19 vaccination is permissible, or better known as harus, during the fasting season, and getting the COVID-19 jab won't break your fast. Dr. Zulkifli also said that the Grand Mufti of Saudi Arabia, Sheikh Abdul Aziz Al Ashek, has also shared the same view that the vaccination is permissible during the month of Ramadan and it won't cancel your fast. So now we move on to the progress of the vaccination program in Malaysia. As of 23rd of March at 11:59 PM, a total of 481,989 doses have been administered, and these include both first and second dose. A total of 51,621 individuals have received 2 doses in total. Sarawak leads with the most completed vaccination so far, with over 10,000 people that have gotten 2 jabs. This is followed by Pahang with 5,793 and Perak with 5,337. In terms of registration, over 6.4 million people in Malaysia have already registered for the vaccine, and that represents 26.56% of the target population. If you haven't registered for the vaccine, you can do it right now through the MySejahtera app, or you can visit vaksincovid.gov.my to sign up online. Alternatively, you can call in at 1-800-888-828. That's all for this week's COVID-19 Vaccine Malaysia update, and if you have any questions, please drop them down below and we'll try to answer them as soon as possible. Due to the rapid development of the COVID-19 vaccine and also the Malaysia's immunisation program, some of this information might be out of date, so stay tuned to soyachincau.com for the latest information, or check out our latest episode for the latest updates. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up and like us on Facebook, and don't forget to subscribe us on our YouTube channel and hit the notification bell icon so that you'll be informed when we release a new video. This is Alex from soyachincau.com. See you guys in the next one. Bye!